What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel, and we've got a fun one here for you today. This is a CVA Scout V2 pistol. It has a 14-inch barrel, 1 1/8 twist, chambered in 300 blackout. We've got a Sig Sauer pistol brace. We've got a 1 to 8x24 Strike Eagle, and it is held on with a Leupold base mount. Out here on the end, we have a Silencer Co. Omega 300, which, as you can see, I have no hearing protection with me, makes this little gun subsonic and supersonic hearing safe. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna dive in. We've got this gun bore sighted. We're gonna get in here and get it dialed on in on paper, and then we're gonna do some 3-shot groups at 100 yards. I've got some, so these are hand loads. This is a 110 grain Hornady VMAX. That is a supersonic. I've got that loaded up with, looks like 19 grains of H110 using a CCI 450 primer. And here we have a 190 grain Sub X by Hornady as well. These are obviously the subsonics. And it looks like we've got those loaded up with 6 grains of Autocomp. So we're going to be testing these out. We're going to be doing a sound test, grouping test. The sound, obviously, picking up off of the camera is not going to be like it is sitting here. But I can tell you, the supersonics are about like probably a little less than a 22 long rifle, unsuppressed. That's about the noise you're getting out of these supersonics. And with the subsonics, pellet gun. I mean, they're right in there with a pellet gun. I don't know how this is going to pick up, how it's going to sound on camera, but we're about to find out. Y'all stay tuned. I told you it had a brace on it. It's a Sig brace. To make it accept that brace, this grip is from Ferrotech, and it allows for your buffer tube to screw in the end of it. He also makes one with a Picatinny rail. That way you can use the rail system for the folding brace or the stationary, or the, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so here we go. All right, so we had to make some minor adjustments there. It's a little too compact for the sled, and it was wanting to sit on the barrel up here as I was resting, and you don't want to do that. So I had to bundle up some paper towels and put right here behind it. You know, what any red-blooded American would do, right? All right, so I think we're good now. Let's check him out here. Should be. Makes it a little awkward. Paper towels, but I'm sure we can manage. I am pretty sure I see the hole. I believe we're low left, but I'm gonna walk down there and look. We'll both walk down there and look. Let's go take a look. Yeah, so like I said, y'all, that grip from Ferrotech, it's a game changer for the little CVA. You can get it in the Picatinny mount, or you can get it in the threaded adapter where it fits your buffer tube. So, good options there. Now, I was seeing something else. I thought I saw a hole down here low left on the plate, but obviously that's not the case. We're not even on paper. I bore sighted this thing at 50 yards. That's kind of puzzling me while we're not even on paper here. But anyway, I'm gonna get her on paper and then we'll get back after it. All right, so I would think that my windage is close enough. I'm not missing the barrel left and right. I think I'm actually hitting high, is what I think. Really needed a bigger backstop down there. Should have had a bigger backstop down there, but don't have that. And this is what we're working with. So what I'm gonna do is aim center mass, bottom of the barrel, and just see what we come up with. All right, so we were actually about a foot high and about 4 to 5 inches to the right, which that's hard to believe, because usually when you bore sight them, the windage will be good most of the time, but it happens, you know. So I've made some adjustment here. Not sure if it's going to be enough, but I'm going to send another one. We'll see what we're looking like. And I tell you, these low power scopes, I can't see that far. I need to get me a spotting scope up here. Let's walk down there and we'll take a look. All right, so I actually overcorrected, so now we need to come back up about 6. And we need to come back to the right, about the same. And we're gonna send another one. I can see that one for sure. Still didn't move enough. I can't remember how many clicks I went, but that seems excessive. We are at least on paper now, so that's a plus. I better go look at that one more time, because that target's actually in the shade. The way the sun's shining, I think I'm seeing holes that ain't there. Either that or I went way too far. All right, so we've got her on paper now. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a 3-shot group. We'll go down and take a look, but one thing I see already, this is my first time shooting these hand loads out of this gun. My 10.5 inch Blackout, it likes those, but this one here is opening up pretty good grouping wise, and I'm not sure that it likes them. But we're on paper. We're not completely dialed in just yet, but now that we are on paper and getting in there close, I want to go ahead and do a 3-shot group while everything's cooled off. Just kind of see what we're looking like. That's low right. Like I said, I'm not gonna move it. I want to see what we group like. Not good. Man, this thing is all over the place. Like I said, I don't think it likes these bullets or these loads here. So from the looks of it, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put a fourth one down there. Yeah. So we've got two of them pretty close together. And the other two are, I mean, inches off. Now, this is pretty crazy to me. This was my first shot. This was the next two. Damn near same hole. And then I said, all right, I'm gonna send the fourth one down, and it's way over here, up here. I mean, that's out of the lead sled. Everything felt comfortable. That's pretty crazy. I may have to go back to the drawing board on working up a load for these, or with those two doing what they done, it makes me think that I had some bad powder or something. I don't know. That's no good. That's no good. All right, so I'm kind of, it's either the load or the gun. For now, I'm going to chalk it up to the load. I'm going to set those to the side. Now, I don't know my exact holdovers with this rig at 100 with this load, but I'm going to send 3 subsonics with the holdover I think it should be, and just see what they're doing. Man, that's a lot of fun. It hit the barrel, so we'll find them. I'm just going to use the same holdover every shot. I'm not sure where they're hitting. All right, let's go look at that. See what that's looking like. So it was pretty silent there at the table. I hope y'all could tell how quiet those subsonic rounds were. But it sounded like a damn demolition derby down here where it was hitting. There's some small trees and some cane right in here behind my barrel. Man, he was just tearing up Jack down here. Something's wrong. Something is wrong. I don't know what it is, but so those were 3 subs, same holdover. I was holding for here. This is one of them. This is one of them. And then this is one of them. Something's wrong. I don't know if it's the gun. I don't know what it is. But that sub load there, it should be holding together a lot better than that out of that 1 1/8 twist. I have tried it in multiple different guns. Something's wrong, and if you notice, it's kind of the same spread. I need to go back to the table with the gun and the scope, I think, and see if I can't figure out what's going on. All right, y'all, so I've gone over everything. Everything appears to be fine on the gun as far as everything's tight. Scope, the base, the suppressor, the barrels in there. I don't know, but I want my target into 50 yards, half the distance. I'm gonna send 3 supers. If we still have that wide grouping, I may give up on this thing. Probably before I completely give up on it, I'll go buy a box of store-bought ammo, maybe a couple of different boxes, and see if it likes those. You know what? I actually have I 5 of these Winchester. I call them black tips. I'm not sure what they're called. Blackout rounds. I'm going to try these at 50. This store-bought ammo versus these hand loads, and see if maybe that's our problem. I wish I would have thought about that and tried them at 100. Let's see what these do. Way tighter. I mean, that tightened it way up. They're in a spot like that. Since it's already out there, for argument's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and pop 3 of these off. Man, it is definitely something to do with these hand loads. 2 of those shot pretty good. And 1 of them is 6 inches out. All 3 of the Winchesters are right in there. And I know I shot those pretty quick, but this thing's not hot. With these, it's got a heavy contour barrel. It's not hot. But let's walk down here and look at this. So the inconsistency of those hand loads, that worries me. I don't think it's the gun now. After shooting the 3 Winchesters, it's the hand loads. So I'll probably order me a few boxes of those Winchester black tips and figure out if I got some bad powder. Let me show you what happened here. All right, so it's pretty wild. Winchester black tips, we've got 1 and 2. That's 2 in the same hole. That right there was the black tip. This shot, this shot, this shot, that's the hand loads. Right here, right here, right here. I don't know if y'all were seeing that one. Here, here, here. And the Winchesters, that's 1 hole, that's 2 holes. That's pretty crazy. So, the gun does not like that load. All right, so now we know what's going on. By shooting the Winchester, we know it's not the gun. We know by looking at that it does like those Winchester bullets. So, probably gonna order me some of those specifically to shoot in this gun. My other Blackout, my 10.5, it does not like those Winchester bullets. Go figure. So, I'll probably order some of those to shoot in this one. I'm gonna pop off some subs here at 50, see what that looks like. And then we're probably gonna call it a day for this video. We'll send 3 of these. All right, let's take a walk. Go look at these. And again, I don't know what's happening. If you look right here, we got 2 almost touching. Got a little gap between them, and we got 1 way down here. That's 2 inches. Don't know what's going on there. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this one. I'd say one thing we learned today is you can't take a hand load that's loaded for one specific rifle and bring it over to another, and it's gonna perform the same. That's pretty obvious here. It was the Winchester black tips for the win today, for sure. Gonna go back to the reloading bench. I'm gonna start working on a specific load just for this gun. Those will go back, I'll go back to shooting those out of the gun that they're loaded for, and I'm gonna work on a specific load just for this gun. Once that's done, we'll bring her back out here. It's obviously not the little CVA, so don't take anything bad away from the video about the gun. It done its job with the Winchester ammo. So, it's not the gun, it's the load. We're gonna work up a new load. You'll be seeing this little gun again with the new load we work up for it. Hopefully we get a lot better accuracy out of it. I appreciate y'all for watching. See you in the next one. So guys, just right quick, I wanna take a minute and say this. I really got to thinking about what could have been causing that, since it was with the Supersonics and the Subsonics. There's no reason for them both to be all over the place. I'd say, well, it's been a few months back now, I bought an automatic powder throw. I never should have trusted that thing. I guarantee you, I'm gonna take these back, I'm gonna weigh some of them, the complete cartridge. I'm gonna weigh them and see how much difference there is. I guarantee you that automatic powder throw was my problem. I've never had that problem before, and I've always hand measured. But I used that automatic powder throw on both of those boxes, both of these boxes right here, on the Supersonics and the Subsonics. I used that automatic powder throw, and I guarantee you that's my problem. So I'm gonna take these back. I'm gonna weigh individual cartridges, see what the weight difference is, but I guarantee you that's the problem. Well, at least I kind of know what direction to go in, and I kind of know what's going on. Gonna weigh those, gonna order some Winchester black tips, and we'll be back with this little gun again.